I forgot my face on quickly, but she's offended. I had a spoon, she was looking out the window, and as she turned around I went bonk like that on her head. And she jumped a mile. Nearly inhaled her breakfast.
I nearly threw the rest of it at you.
Oopsie! Got all my masks done to my face.
Yeah.
We've literally just got downstairs. About to have breakfast. And then we got to shoot up. Someone's happy. You saying hello? Yes, Mum. Are you a cutie with a booty? Yeah? That was cute. And then we've got to quickly dash out the door for our surprise! We are in the car, do 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 do, on our way to our surprise. Yay. Excited! Obviously we're still not going to reveal it to you until afterwards for what the surprise entails. But what I will say is it's something we have literally been wanting for a very long time, and it's been made possible by moi from winning a competition. Otherwise I don't think we'd have been able to do it for many years, many years, because just the cost of it. So yay, we're on the way.
So, I'm going to show you guys. That's just the stencil. So exciting.
It's going to work in one of my scores.
Yeah, I think that's really clever. You excited?
Yeah.
A really unattractive look, but
Do my eyes actually cross now?
try it again. No, one of them stays where it is. It's that side that stays. Do it again. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. To be fair, I don't even think the other one even looked like it moved very far. That was fun. But yeah, so guys, we're part week.
So just before we start, I've written it down. S is blue.
Yes.
I'm glad you remember, because I would have ended up getting them the wrong way round.
That looks such a cool colour.
I was thinking like, oh, somebody's going to see it and they're going to think, why have they got that like part of the alphabet on their arm?
We know what it is.
Yeah. We've literally just got out, guys. We've got to come back tomorrow for Soph's at 1:30. He's coming in specially for her. I'm so pleased with the result. I'll show you it when I get home. Yeah, we've got to come in tomorrow for Soph's STEM, but the result of today's is just absolutely epic. He is an amazing artist. So yeah, if you're ever in this area of Cornwall, I'd 100% recommend him. Obviously we'll show you all properly what it looks like now, and yeah, you can see how epic it is. And then so it's going to have the same but slightly different. You'll see that tomorrow, but yay, got my aftercare. Yeah, another one added to the collection, and it's got so much meaning, which we'll just explain later as well. So yeah, so chuffed. I just can't even think straight. I'm just like so over the moon with it. So we're just gonna get my meds, then we're gonna go home, have my meds, and then I need to sleep because I can feel a headache coming on. So yeah, boring. Soph's in the queue. I couldn't bother to go in there as well. It's too long, and she went in before because there was no other way. I got to go all the way around to get up here, and it would mean that I would have to try and push past people to get in line with Soph. So I stayed here instead. So we'll see you in a bit. Meds have been taken. What's going on? It's upside down, that's why. How can you tell that I don't look at myself until I speak to you guys? Sorted. Yeah. I've just seen the sun. Why, thank you very much, but you know it's far too early. Giving me all the kisses in the world when you don't normally is not going to change that fact.
Giving me kisses as well isn't going to change it either. Is it? I'm a fainting.
But I've got a new frisbee. And a red ball. And whilst I'm here, look at the... Oh, it doesn't show it as well, as definedly.
Shows it on Neiman.
No, I'm not on about that.
Oh, what are you on about?
The dirt spray from the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dirt spray is bad.
you can kind of see it on the fireplace. What? Shitty hell!
Damn it.
She just threw the ball at the living room wall. Well, the door knocking my cards.
My intention was to try and get it outside the back door.
Well, you all know Soph's intention of throwing things. Anyway, I've just been sent a picture of my new addition, and it looks amazing! Literally, those roses look really cool. Especially the left-hand one. Anyway, yeah, it's above and beyond what we ever, like, imagined. Because obviously it's something that we've thought of in our minds of how it could look. But we've never seen anyone ever have it. So obviously we didn't know exactly how it was going to look. So, basically, backstory. I need to cut this bit out because there's a lot of tumbleweed going on.
And you're telling them this way?
I'm not, I'm telling myself.
Okay.
Yeah, backstory. Oh, antibiotics. Backstory. Jesus Christ, I'm tired.
Do you want to do this after you know?
Backstory. As you guys know, we have lost 3 beautiful babies. Well, they probably would have been beautiful babies, but we never saw them. God, my lips are really purple. God, that was a proper... It was like a proper dog howl that you see like on TV. And our babies are called Sky, River and Quinn. So we've got building blocks with their names on, like the initial on. Girls. Cut this bit out too. Girls. So yeah, we've got the baby's initial, sat on my face, initial on the building blocks, like the children's building blocks. And obviously it's really crappy, it's a horrible time, horrible situation, and it's a bit like a storm. So she's dropped her box, her ball in the box, but she's closed the box down and she can't quite figure out that she's closed the lid on the box, on the ball. Where's it gone? Where's it gone?
You can do it.
Where's your ballie?
You're a freaking genius. You can do it.
Where's your ballie? Go find your ball. Where's your ball? In there, Mum! Get your ball. Where's your ball? Go find it. It's there. No, in the box.
Mummy, I'm Albert and I found my little wooden ballie.
Oh. Shit, oxygen's really going flying. I'm just gonna jump over that. You're not getting it, are you, baby girl?
Are you okay?
Help, Mum. Bring it here. Bring the box back. No, it's right. Bloody there. You just keep flattening it. What if we do it as a team? Yeah. Yay! Beautiful!
Dixie, last go, okay? Last go.
And now she's just chucked it in the recycling bag, and all the recycling's gone everywhere. We used to be able to just give Pickle a box and she would be well happy with that. So, should we start back with this tattoo set?
As soon as, like, you said it, I was just like...
I might have to leave everything that's gone on in the vlog so you can see how difficult this has been. Because it's quite entertaining. Now she's got a Gizmo's ballie. So,
This isn't Gizmo's, Mummy. This is the one I stole ages ago.
did you show
Did.
Backstory. We have lost 3 babies named Sky, River and Quinn. Children's wooden building blocks is the ones that have the alphabet on. We have got building blocks with their first initial on. And when you lose a baby, it's like going through a storm. And that's where the term rainbow baby comes from, because you've got to go through the storm to get your rainbow. You can't have a rainbow without a storm. And what we've had done, we described this to the artist. We're friends with them. We've known them a little while now, a couple of years. And what we wanted was the building blocks for like tumbling down sort of thing, landing into a puddle, creating a splash from the puddle. And the puddle is rainbow colours. So it's like our babies have fallen with the blocks into the puddle, which is the storm. And although we don't have our rainbow baby quite yet, we will have a rainbow baby. And obviously, like I said, the rainbow after the storm is always going to be there. So we've got the puddle splashing rainbow colours because we're determined and we have hope. So now that I've explained it, here is what it looks like. At the moment, it has got like this special dressing thing on for the 24 hours to help because it's a wound basically, because it's created like holes in my arm, and it's a bit bloody, it's bruised, it's swollen, it's red. Don't be alarmed. 99% of people do not react to having a tattoo like I do. Being on steroids for a very long time and having Ehlers-Danlos, my skin and my capillaries and my blood vessels and all that are shocking. So I always react like this when I have a tattoo. When Soph gets hers tomorrow, you will see the difference that both of us will have. But for now, please do not be alarmed. This is my normal. So you ready? How cool is this? And I don't know if Soph can help me a minute, but
What can I do?
hold there. Right along here is actually one of my scars from, well, like one of my self-harming scars. And he has made it so that the puddle goes around it and it blends in and you can't even see the scar is there. So he's done a 2-in-1 basically, where he's done the tattoo and the scar, but you can clearly see obviously the building blocks. It's going to be pink, blue and orange, but like I said, with the bruising and the healing, it's just the way the colours are at the minute. So we've got the building blocks of the babies falling down into a puddle from the storm, and they've created a rainbow. And you can literally see where the red is and all that, and where that red starts it's just like really swollen and lumpy, and obviously you can see the bruise already coming out around the colours. But this is literally just going to be epic. It already is, but when the healing is done, it's just going to look amazing. There was like loads of people kept coming into the studio as well, and one of the blokes came out and he like out back where I was having it done, and he was just like, that's amazing, I've never seen anything like this being done before. It's like really unique. And it's very Soph and I just looked at each other and we're just like, we know. Like all of our tattoos are special. Like the paw prints that we've got, they are a girl's paw prints. They are unique in themselves. I've got a cross and obviously my stars and my tribal symbol and stuff like that. Huh? I'm getting there. Which are all quite generic. And then we got the dandelion, which that's what we've created. We put the word with the ribbon with a dandelion, and I've got a butterfly. Soph doesn't have that. And then obviously this one is unique as well. And for me, all of my tattoos have a meaning through my journey of life. I mean, Soph's has got meaning for her journey of life, but more so, like she had the one done on one of her birthdays or something for her one of her birthdays. Is that right?
Yeah, my wrist one here. I had that on my 18th birthday.
Yeah. Whereas mine are like when I went to see Pink, after we had a house fire, when my 19th birthday, which was my first birthday not living with my parents, and then obviously like the girls' paw prints and everything like that, which is obviously pretty self-explanatory. So they're all quite meaningful, and now finally we've got one for the babies. We've been wanting it for a very long time, but we could never afford it. And then suddenly the studio that we go to, they put up a competition and I entered it and I won. It was for a couple's tattoo, which is why Soph's getting one as well. But we wouldn't get it done separately anyway. We would have always saved up so we could both get it done together. But it just so happens that it was a Valentine's giveaway, and it was a couple's one, so Soph and I are having it done. Yay! So yeah, I am now pooped. So I'm gonna quickly take my antibiotics and have a quick guzzle of a drink, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So we're gonna see you in a bit. Hope you're all having a good day so far. Yay. And we'll see you later. We're just on our way back now from town, and it has literally just popped in my head. I used to see a physiotherapist for my chest at the local hospital in our town. And I think we've said before, she did nothing. She just chatted, and then it was only when she had a student with her she actually did something. And then when I came home on oxygen, she took me off it saying I don't need it, and tried ringing my consultant and telling him. And then suddenly I never heard from her again. Yesterday when we were coming out from Costa after our little coffee date, she walked in, we locked eyes, we looked at each other's faces, we acknowledged each other, and she had her arm, she went up like this, ran by her hair, and literally was just like, yeah, she didn't want to say hi, considering she looked after me for like at least a year, or how are you doing now, oh I still see you're on oxygen and shit like that. She said nothing, and literally couldn't have walked away any bloody quicker. So it just goes to show that she did wrong, and she knows it, because she was so like, don't talk to me. So it just kind of shows that sometimes you've really got to advocate for yourself. Just when you know something's not right about your medical health, if you don't feel happy or right about it, you need to say. Obviously I've said, like, told my consultant about her. When I burnt my finger, you guys know that I was telling him I was not happy with what he was doing. So yeah, if you think that something isn't being done right, or you're not happy, you have to say. It is just something you got to do.
If you feel like you can't, get the support of
like a family, yeah.
Because obviously,
and you can always go to pals.
Yeah, because Charlie probably wouldn't have said anything to these people if I wasn't there to sort of help him say it's okay.
Yeah. But if you need to do it, you have to do it. It's your life at the end of the day. You're the one that's going to suffer afterwards if you just let them walk all over you. But we're home now. We're going to do the big reveal, even though I've just showed you a tiny little bit in the camera when I told you what the physio was doing. So I'm now going to put this clip after the other clip. So you're going to already know that this clip's after the other clip, but I'm going to leave it there because I'm confusing myself. See you later. Bye. Good evening.
I look like I've been crying. Look at my face. I've got 2 red lines down here.
No, it's just been a very stressful day.
Okay.
Oh, that's the shadow.
Of what? It's not. It's following me.
No, I can see a line on the screen.
Oh,
It's from the butterfly lamp.
okay then.
Lamp? Light.
That's okay then. It's just like I haven't been crying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see it now.
Oops. When we took the girls out earlier, we think our little curtain twitcher has moved some wood and put it over the mud patch. Like, it just so happened that these 2 pieces of wood were perfectly placed in diagonals across the the patch.
And it's not been windy enough for it
No.
to blow now.
And kids are at school.
Yeah.
So it's just like, are you really that sad?
Apparently so.
Like, if she had been paying any attention, she would have seen that we're at the other end of the green. Goodness, some people are just... they're just so special. Very, very special. But other than that, it's been a very exhausting day.
Yep. And we've got pretty much the same again tomorrow.
Yeah. I had Soph wake me up with a tub of ice cream earlier.
Yeah, it was horrible. She was napping obviously, and she was like napping for a really long time, and I was quite tired, so I sort of had a little bit of a nap in the reading nook, and all of a sudden, like suddenly it just woke me up because I could just hear, and like it was quieter than that, but I still heard it, and basically she was like dissociating in her sleep, and somehow she was calling out to me.
I think it went into sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I think it might have, because I tried waking you up and you didn't, and I pinched your ears and slapped you on the face a little bit gently.
I couldn't,
I was like this.
Yeah, I couldn't move
nothing.
anything. Like,
So
it felt like the sleep paralysis,
yeah,
sort of
I think it might have been
being held down, sort of thing.
Yeah, but yeah. So then I had to try and get her out of it with a tub of ice cream on her face,
Which we were supposed to eat last night, but we were so full that we couldn't eat it from our special dinner.
Yeah.
So we had it tonight, and it's the Halo
oatmeal cookie.
and it's so good.
It is really good.
There's no like actual cookies in it or anything, but there's like little oats.
And I think it's got like cinnamon in it, and it's just like, ooh.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't the whole tub of 360 calories.
No, I think.
I don't really know with that.
No, it confuses me.
Basically, we had a voucher, so we were like, let's get some ice cream for Valentine's Day. Picked the one we want, got to the till, put the coupon through. No item purchased for this coupon. And we're like, the tub's right there. And I'm like, crap. We were supposed to get the dairy-free from sort of Halo ice cream.
So we've still got that voucher, and we're probably going to get that tomorrow.
Yes. Why not? If you're going to get a voucher for, like, money off of really good ice cream that's really low in calories, we're going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be our day.
Yeah.
Soph's getting hers tomorrow. And I was thinking, this is my first real colour tattoo.
Yeah.
Because although I've got 2 little stars that are like this big, and they're like got filled with a bit of colour, and I've got like a really tiny purple ribbon and butterfly wings, none of my other tattoos are actually colourful. I'm sorry, are we boring you?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, this was quite a difference. But it's really exciting, and it looks so cool.
It does.
And he's got a new tattoo gun, and it just feels so weird. It's more like he said it was a pen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally like he holds it like a pen. And it's like the normal ones. So if you guys don't know, it's got like the barrel thing on top, and then it's got like the you have to attach it to something else, and you
That
have
like
to,
vibrates or something.
Yeah,
and
you've got to like
elastic
attach it with
bands.
elastic bands and things. Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
Whereas with this one, he literally just puts the needle thing in the top and uses it like a pen.
Yeah, it's really weird, but it's very quiet, and it's not actually like.
The only bit that hurt you a little bit
was up by my elbow.
Yeah.
But that's like a bony area. Otherwise, I pretty much didn't feel it. I was shocked, and I even said to him, like, this is weird. So it'd be interesting to see how you compare it. Because Soph's weird. She thinks, when we had one on our ribs, God, my ribs was the most painful tattoo I've ever had.
Really hard.
God, I was like near on passing out. It was so painful. Soph thought it felt like it was tickling her.
It was really tickly. I'm not even joking. I was giggling.
I mean, how can two people be so on like different end of the spectrum for the same tattoo in the same space?
Especially considering
I'm on a ton of morphine.
And you deal with pain like a lot better than me. Like, I have like a tiny bit of pain and like I'm crying, and yet that was just so tickly. It's funny, really.
Weirdo. We were glad that he allowed us to record a little bit to try and help him with his custom, because he is amazing.
Fantastic.
Legit. We're never going to be going to anyone else, and if we were to move out of Launceston, I would travel miles to go and see him.
Or if he was to move, but I don't think they will because it's their shop. So
yeah, but both him and his wife are epic.
Yeah, they're such lovely people, aren't
Yeah, she pierced my ear my birthday last year actually. So and I said to Soph, I wanted to go back to there this birthday to get more piercings done, because I'm getting like all the way up my ear. And then lo and behold, I win a competition to have a tattoo. Whoop, whoop. Well, each, yeah, because it was couples. So our dreams become a reality, and it's just amazing. I've not been able to stop looking at it, and obviously it's like really meaningful for us, and although it brings a lot of pain, it brings a lot of hope as well.
Yeah.
So exciting.
It's really exciting. I can't wait to get mine tomorrow as well.
Yeah. So it's going to be in a slightly different place to mine, and it might be slightly different angle, but we're not sure yet. So yeah. We're going to see you tomorrow for round 2. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Friday the 15th of February. When God doesn't act. Lord, you have seen this. Do not be silent. Do not be far from me, Lord. Awake and rise to my defense. David's cry is as ancient as Job's, as modern as the Holocaust and beyond. Wake and rise to my defense. Abba Daddy, wake up. I need help. Things were beyond bad for David. Although he'd done nothing wrong, others gloated over him, hated him without cause, and accused him falsely. After burdening his heart, David returned to an attitude of praise, placing all confidence in God's trust. He says, "My tongue will proclaim your righteousness all day long." Centuries later, the Son of David, Jesus of Christ, reached that hour planned since before the time began. Feeling overwhelmed, lonelier than any point at all eternity, he begged God, "Let this cup pass from me." Like David, Jesus circled back to trusting faith. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will. His absolute surrender is an example of trust carried to the extreme. You may not be called to such extreme tests, but whenever it seems God is taking a break, voice your fears and requests. Then fall back to trust God to do what's best. Whenever your silence adds confusion to the attacks of the enemy, thank you for accepting my complaints and cries. Let praise and trust raise in me before I see you in action. And this is the crinkling. Look at those spikes though. She's so darn cute.